Hi, this is Skoggit, and today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a beer review. Well, it's really not a beer review, it's a malt liquor review on a malt liquor called Colt 45. One of my viewers, Big Reggie, asked that I do a review on this malt liquor. And Big Reggie, if you're out there, I just want to say hi to you, and hope you're doing good and everything's going well for you. I remember drinking this back years and years and years and years ago, back when I was just right out of high school and became old enough to drink. We used to buy this, and it used to come in, I think, some 12-ounce bottles, or might have been 16, I can't remember. But I remember it as not being a very bad brew at all. A little bit about Colt 45 is it was introduced by the National Brewing Company in 1963, and also I remember back when they used to have the commercial on TV. I believe Billy D. Williams used to make their commercials for him, and he would say, I think the slogan or what he used to say was, "It works every time." Might be wrong on that, but I think I'm right. And something else is, I believe it's owned now by the Pabst Brewing Company. And let me look on here and see if I can find out. Well, this one says G. Heidemann Brewing Company out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So maybe I'm wrong there. Maybe Heidemann's Brewery makes it instead of Pabst. I thought Pabst made it, but I could be wrong. It has a 6.1 alcohol by volume. And something else is the name Colt 45. A lot of people think it's the Colt named after the Colt revolver or horse, but it's not. It's was named after number 45 running back for the Baltimore Colts back then, Jerry Hill. And that's where Colt 45 back in the 60s, there was a running back named Jerry Hill, and his number was 45, and that's where they come up with Colt 45 of the Baltimore Colts. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And I'll go ahead and show you this is like a 40 ounce. And this is what the label looks like. It says Colt 45, and then you'll see like the horse bucking and then a horseshoe. So without further ado, what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack this bad boy open. We're going to go ahead and pour it up, and I'm going to give the review on it. I rate my beers from 1 to 5, with 5 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. So we're going to go ahead and give this one a shot and just see how this one figures out. Well, it's got a pretty nice head to it and a nice amber color, and it's also got a lot of carbonation in it. If you look, there's a lot of carbonation to it. But the thing I noticed is that the head stays there for a while. I mean, it don't dissipate just like that like some other beers. It's starting to dissipate right now. Go ahead and it's got a malty smell to it. You can smell the malt and kind of a hoppy smell to it, like there's also hops in. Oh, excuse me, hops in the brew. But it's not an overpowering smell. It's the smell of the malt and the hops. It's not overpowering at all. In fact, it's got a really pleasant smell to it. Tell you the truth. I'll go ahead and give it a taste and see. We'll go from there. it's real smooth. It's got a real smooth taste to it, and when it's in your mouth, it's like real smooth, and it's kind of like a creamy sensation there. And the taste, it's not bad at all, really. It's pretty darn good. I don't really taste much of an aftertaste, and I would think I'd have a big aftertaste after this, but there's really not one. And the aftertaste, what's there, is pleasant. It's a pleasant aftertaste. It's kind of, I guess you call it a sweet aftertaste. It's an easy drinking malt liquor, I'll tell you that right now, and a pretty good one. You can taste the malt in it, but the malt isn't overpowering, and it tastes a bit like it might have hops in it, and that's not overpowering. So it's not an overpowering brew at all. It's really good and everything. I'm really surprised at this one, and it's been years. I mean, back when I haven't tasted this since I was back right out of high school, and that's centuries and decades ago. I'll go ahead and rate this one. Like I say, rate my beers on a 1 to 5. I'll tell you what, I'd have to give this one a 5. I like the taste of it. I like the smooth texture to it. It doesn't have a burn when it goes down. It's real easy to drink. It's not overpowering, and it's just a really good brew. If you want to just like on a hot summer day, just sit there and kind of sip on a brew and everything, this would be the one to do it. And it's really good. And I can still see the carbonation. This still's got the carbonation and everything in it. And it's just, it's really an overall good malt liquor. That's my opinion of it. And I give it a 5. I appreciate you watching the video, and hope you give this one a try if you haven't. I'm really surprised at it. I really am. And hey, Big Reggie, I want to thank you for bringing to my attention the Colt 45 malt liquor to do a review on it. It's been a long time since I tasted this, and of course, after decades, I forget. But it's really a good beer, good malt liquor. It's, like I say, it's an easy going one. And I appreciate all you subscribers out there, and also the viewers. And I'll have more beer reviews coming up. And y'all take care.